Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today's episode number 385 of the Level Up program and day number 95 of the Black Belt. If you're new to the program, this is about my daily practicing of shooting the dice at the craps table, as well as playing a blue-collar craps style of play. Today we're going to continue on with our Level Up challenge. We have a starting bankroll of $2,314. Our win goal today is $316. That will hopefully bring us to a goal, our end bankroll of $2,630 plus. On the YouTube side of things, we got Uncle Hoku checking in way earlier than I checked in, followed right up by Jerry Mitchell. And then we got Ken NH, Randy Hill, Trampy, Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps, JR Joel, and we also got Jeff ND and Waylon's here already. Early for you, Waylon. But good morning to all. Hopefully you got your coffee and you're ready to go. And today is Friday, so we're going to hopefully have a good weekend. I got to make another trip down to Chicago today. No gambling involved this time. This is to drop somebody off, and then I'll be coming back. So I'm going to get done with the live stream today, bring my mom to her doctor's appointment, get a 3-hour nap, and then off to Chicago I go. But check in on Crapsee here, click on that live tab, and we should be ready to go. I'm not going to do any line bets here. And we'll call it all bets up. We got 14 people on Crapsee. You got 16 people watching so far, 8 likes. Lazy Dog checks in as well. We're going to continue with our cross sixes set. We're going to go 6-4-6-2, which is our cousin 2 set. Dice out. I changed the view of my camera here so you guys can see how I throw and how goofy I look when I finish. A little bit high energy, but we get a 3-5-8, the great 8. So let's mark at the point of 8. And I'll get everything in here. Oops, wrong dice set. 6-4-6-2. And we got a 3-5. And we got a 3-5 for Crapsee. So let's mark the point of 8. And we're going to go to level 4 on our betting program today, since we have the bankroll to do that. So we're going to go with 220 on the inside. We got Donald checking in as well. Good morning, Donald. And he says, may the dice be nice. I hope so. You know, 220 on the inside, it's $50 on 5 and 9. We got 60 on that 6 and 8. We're going to be hoping for inside numbers here. All bets set. Last one was a single pitch towards us on both dice, so that was a primer and a back side. So 6-4-6-2 is out. And we got a 5-2-7, so 0.7 out. Every time I go to this darn level 4 of the program is when I do some crappy starts here. But that's right. We'll figure it out here as we go forward. That was a cousin 2 set. That was a warning sign. Let's see if we continue that. If we have another warning sign really fast, then we're going to go with the cousin 1 set. Remember, we're doing 2,000 rolls with the cross sixes dice set. Once we're done with these 2,000 rolls, we're going to go to our advanced rhythm rolling. So we're going to switch between that 2V, the 3V, and the cross sixes. Good morning, Trampy. So always PSO when missing a thumbs up. That's right, Lazy Dog. Give me that darn thumbs up, and we'll get some longer rolls going. You know, honestly, we've had some pretty decent rolls this week. In the last part of last week, I think we only had one bad day. All the rest of them are actually phenomenal rolls. So we'll call this all bets set. No line bets for me. Shooter number 2 on a Friday morning. Dice out. 6-4-6-2. And both dice land and they roll to the left, so that means my wrist is twisted slightly when I release the dice, but we got 3-6-9, center field 9. So let's mark the point of 9. And one more time, we're going to try this 220 on the inside. We're going to throw in a lot of box numbers, inside box numbers this week. And our 8s have been hot, especially since I went to this cross 6s set. The 8s have been really super hot. So let's hopefully we'll keep on hitting those today. Again, 6, 4, 6, 2. We got $50 on a 5 and 9, 60 on that 6 and 8, and we'll call it all bet set. Nice. A little bit long on the landing zone. We got a 3, 5, 8 this time. So that 3 is a consistent result. The 5 is slightly different. So we got 6, 4, 6, 2 for the dice set. We got 3, 5 for the result. That is the great 8. And that'll allow us to pressure up that 6 and 8 bet. And we're going to go to $96 on the 6 and $96 on the 8. So that's going to be our first hit for the day, really, and for the shooter, obviously. We'll stick with the 6, 4, 6, 2. So what's everybody's plans for the weekend? What are you guys wanting to do? What's your goal for the weekend? Put it in the chat so we can talk about it. So all bet set. Good morning, Frida. Peace out. High energy coming off the back wall, but we are getting consistent dice results. 3, 5, 8. The great 8 again. So that left die has been a 3 the last 3 rolls in a row, I think. 1, 2, 3. Left one has been a 3 the last 3 rolls. So that's a consistent consistency that we're seeing. And we hit that 8 again. So that way we're going to be able to get out of the shooter. We were at that break-even point already. So we're going to bring our bets down. And I'm going to go $48 on the 6 and 8. I'm going to go $40 on that 5. And we're going to go with $25 on the field. And we'll use the field, or actually any hit now will be able to allow us to spread across. Good morning, Coach Joe, checking in. That last one was a single pitch towards us on both dice, so it's a primer and a backside again. 6, 4, 6, 2 is the dice set. Can't even focus straight today. I'm a little tired, but we'll work it out here. And we'll call this all bet set. Dice out. We went off to the right side here of the line. I'm usually trying to land them right in here. We're about 3 inches to the right, and the result is a 3, 4, 7. So another short roll, but at least we got out of the shooter this time. So we should have made a little bit of a profit off of this one. I only lost $220 on that first shooter. And this one we made $21. So don't spend it all in one place, ladies and gentlemen. But we're down about $200 for the day so far. So we will extend these rolls. I have all the confidence in the world. I know that this week has been really good for everything, but that was another warning sign. So we're going to switch her over to the cousin one set right away. 6, 2, 6, 4. So we're just reversing those dice around. And we'll see if we can make a difference here. So all bets set. Dice up. We got to get a roll longer than 4 here. It's embarrassing. And we had a 5, 6 mid-mo yo want to come out. So it's a pass lane winner or natural. And again, we're not doing any line bets, so that was no help for me. We're going to stick with the 6, 2, 6, 4. So nobody has any plans for the weekend that they want to share? So all bets set. 18 people on Crapsee, 17 people watching, and they saw it. And we got a 4-6-10. That is Waylon's best friend Wayne at N. Daddy Joe. So let's mark the point of 10. And remember that we switched over to cousin one set, so we're going to get some slightly different numbers here until we can figure out what's going on with the dice and how they're landing and all that type of stuff. Lots of honeydews, says Trappy. Yeah, I hear you there, my friend. 6264. Again, we're going to go 220 on the inside. It's 50 on the 5 and 9, 60 on that 6 and 8. And dice out. Long on that again. We got lucky. We got a 4-4 heart 8. That was, again, I try to land it right in this area here. That was down in here where it landed. So another 4 inches away from where I normally go. But we got a square pair. So 6264 is the dice set. Square pair. 4-4 heart 8. So that's going to be a single pitch away on that right die. And that's going to be an explosion on the left die. One dice off axis. That is a safe result. Excuse me. And we're going to go to $96 on that 6 and 8. That's actually up 6 units. Again, we're going to stick with the 6264. And hopefully this adjustment for switching from cousin 2 to cousin 1 is going to pay off here. And we'll call it all bets set here. Dice out. And for another inside hit. Yeah, we got a 1-3-4. That would be the Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. That left one hit off the back wall and kind of took off on us a little bit. So that was a double pitch on that left die. And a single pitch towards us on the right die. So the right die was a normal action off the back wall. The left one kind of took off on us. So that was not so normal. So I don't know how much stock or analyzing I should do on that one. 6264. That 3-1-4, it was no help for us. And we'll call that all bets set. So it's a slow morning here. We only got 18 people on Crapsee today. Normally have 30 plus. So everybody must be sleeping in for Friday. And we have another mid-mo-yo. 5-6. Chiro coming to us from above. Again, let's get a single pitch towards us with that left die. Primary on top on the right side. So single pitch of the dice ultimately. 6264. And that 11 was no help for us, so that does nothing for our bets. We surpassed roll number 4, so that's awesome to see. So we're trending upwards here, ladies and gentlemen. So John should be doing a coffee run show a little bit later today. I saw that he posted that. I believe that starts in about an hour and 45 minutes. So make sure that you check that out. I'm interested to see what he has to talk about. I know it's an Ask Him Anything type show today. So I guess it's the questions and answers. We have a 426, the Kevin the Carpenter 2x4, and we got out of the shooter again. Thankfully, we're kind of not really honing in on certain numbers yet. Hopefully, as I settle down and some of this excitement and energy goes away, we can start honing in on certain numbers. But we're gonna bring our bets down. And again, we're going to go $48 on the 6 and 8. We're going to go $40 on 5. We're going to go $25 on that field. And the next 2 hits will be used to spread across on all of our bets. And we're sticking with the cousin one set. 6264 dice out. So been a lot of big rolls on YouTube this week. Craig, I think, had a 51 roller. Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps had a 49 roller. We have a 268 Duracell 8. Go out, support free live content and give that thumbs up where deserved, says Duracell. Fredo's had a couple. Last night he had 4 or 5 really big rolls, all double digits. I've had some decent rolls this week, so it's been a really good week all around on YouTube for our craps providers. So that's kind of neat to see. I heard there was a big roll by I think it was Badlands on Nell's show on Wednesday night. So it's kind of cool seeing that all these people are having success. That was an 8, so we're going to pick up that field again for 25. We're going to put 25 in the 9. You guys are quiet in the chat today. It's out. 21 people playing along, 24 people watching. 6264. Dice out. And we got a 5-4 hard 9. Big Daddy Mac. And that is going to be enough to get us all the way across on our bets now. And that's nice because that was a double payout. We got paid out on the field as well as on the 9. And now we're going to bring our bets down. And we're going to go 160 across. So we have $273 brought back to the rack, 160 in a table. So we have, we're down, what does it put us down? About $90 for the day so far. If I took everything off the table, we would actually be in profit, like $74. Is that right? Yeah, $74 if I took everything down. But as it sits on a table, we're actually down about $90. So, yep. Jerry's asking for a midnight. Good morning, Kevin. 55 roller Wednesday night. Okay, that's what it was. I think that was Badlands that shot that. But anyway, we got 6264. And we'll go all bets set here. Days out. We're on step 5 of the program now. Oh, that was short in that landing zone. And we pulled our bets down just in time, 347. So that was a bad throw on my part. We landed short. Again, I try to get in this area, though. Dice landed back here about 4 inches behind where I normally throw. So, but you should have hopefully gotten enough to get out of the shooter and make a little bit of a profit. We realized $113 profit on that one. So we're down. Our bankroll right now is at 22.28. We started at 23.14, so that puts us at roughly about $90, $86, I think, down. So we're going to stick with the 6264 dice set. And we'll try to get all of our money back. And again, our goal today is $316. When you guys make goal, make sure you mention it in the chat that you made goal. So 20 people playing, 24 people watching, all bets set. Stick with the cousin one set. A little bit long. 426. Kevin the Carpenter 2-4. The dice actually split apart when they landed. So let's mark the point of 6. It's going to be an explosion on both dice there. So that's going to be both dice off axis. That is not a normal result. And like I said, the dice did kind of like, they exploded when they got down there. So Guess that would only make sense that we had double explosion. 6-2, 6-4. And again, we're going to go 220 inside. 50 on the 5 and 9, 60 on the 6 and 8. All bets set. Face up. And we had 3-2-5 justice 5. That time the dice landed about an inch to the left of my normal target, or landing zone. So it landed right in here. And it kind of took a trajectory towards the center there. But I will accept that. So it's mark the point of 5. Actually, not marking a point of 5, the point is 6, so that we hit a 5 there. Silly me. So that means we're going to go to $85 on the 5 and 9. So it's going to be a $35 increase on both of them. Good morning, John C. Hard 6-8 he has in parentheses. So 6-2, 6-4 is what we're sticking with. And dice out. Guys are not comfortable. Let's regrip them. So we have a high energy bounce. We have a 5-3-8, the great 8. So 8s are continuing to be strong with this dice set. And today it happens to be the 5-3 variety. Even though we threw one Duracell 8, the majority of the 8s have been at 5-3. We threw 6 8s, so 1/3 of the throws have been an 8. Interesting. It's been the dominant result for the week, those 8s. That's your Crapsee name, he goes. Hard 6-8 is your Crapsee name. That's awesome. Okay. Very cool. So we're going to go to $96 on that 6 and 8. Again, 6-unit increase. Now our next inside number will definitely get us to that break-even point and then some on this shooter. So we'll go all bets set and they sell. Oh, 257. Wow, what is up with these short rolls today? That hurt. All we need is that one extra hit on the inside, and we would have definitely had a nice profit going for the shooter and probably for the day. So that brings us to $308 down for the day so far, which betting at this level, we should be able to make that back pretty easy. So we had a 2, a 4, a 9, and a 4. Let's stick with the cousin one set, but we're going to focus a little bit more on the release and the energy level of the dice here and see what happens. Coach Joe says, move 2 boards. So that is his reminder that, Joe, you need to do something different here. But let's go all bets set. Again, we're not doing any line bets. And it's always nice having somebody in the community critique and help make adjustments. You know, when you see a person doing something and they're not doing it right, you can definitely mention something, and that person should not be offended at all. They don't. We had a 5-5 hard 10, the Old Bay Bushel. So let's mark point 10. That is a unique dice result for the day. And that is going to be single pitch towards us on that left die and an implosion on the right die. So one dice off axis. That is a safe result. So again, 220 on the inside. And let's get a little bit of longevity to this roll here. And also we can actually bring some of that money back and make some of that profit back here. 6264 is our dice set. And dice out. And we got 369 center field 9. I like the energy of that dice and how they landed at the back wall and didn't really roll off. So let's see if we can reproduce that. So let's make that 5 and 9 look like $85 each. That's going to be pressuring up 8 units on each. Yes. 6264. And all bets set. Good morning, Craig. Checking in. Craig had his final D8 show last night for the season. I saw that and I had heard about it, but I did not get the opportunity to watch it. So hopefully it went well. Dice out. So dice split apart a little bit when they left my fingers. We got a 4, 6, 10. Again, that is Waylon's best friend winning it, and Big Ben this time. So dice split apart just minutely when they left my fingers. And when I say split apart, I mean the front of them split. So almost like I was pushing it with my fingers, with my thumb, and that's not a good thing to have happen. 6264. That 10 did nothing for us. So let's call that all bets set here. Dice out. Oh, wait a second. I thought we had a 7 out there. We continued on with the roll here. Is that right? I'll have to look at that when we get in here. I think KPI is off. I'm going to have to correct that. 6264. And dice out. A little short on our landing zone. We have another 6410. Waylon's best friend win it and Big Ben. So that is 2-6. Well, this one's a 4-6. This time is a 6-2. Okay, and I'm going to bring my keyboard down to the opposite side so we can do some analyzing of the Crapsee and the KPI, because I am almost positive 100% that Crapsee is right. So we're marking a point of 10 here. And we had a 6-4. And we had a 4-6. And a 3-6. And a 5-5. Ah, there's the problem right there. We had a 5-3. I marked it as a 2-6, not a 2-5. So that's what's going to throw it off there. There we go. That'll change things around. Okay, so the point is back on a 10. So now everything is back and working the way it should, hopefully. So I'm surprised you guys in chat didn't mention that and point it out to me. So we're back on that 10. Yep, 10 was the point. Yeah, thanks, guys. So we are all set on both KPI and Crapsee. And call it all bets set. We have a 6-2-6-4 die set. So what I had done is on KPI, I entered in as a 2-6 instead of a 2-5 on that last 7 out. Here we go. And too much jabber in here. 4-3-7. Damn it. So we're going to switch back to the cousin 2 set now. That's too many 7s here on this, on the cousin 1. So we're going to figure out which one's going to work. And remember, guys, first of all, I probably would stop if I was at the table in a casino. I would stop and reevaluate things and probably end the session right there. That's first and foremost. But second of all, I would also use different dice sets. But we're tied into this cross 6s now, whether it's cousin 1 variety or the cousin 2 variety for 2,000 throws. I would probably switch over to like a hard way set right now because we're doing a lot of 1 dice off access rolls, which is a pretty safe thing. Good morning, Trey. So that would be something that I would consider, you know, when I was in the real casino net. But we're stuck with the cross 6s, so we're going to go to the cousin 2 variety again. No line bets, all bets set, dice out. 6, 4, 6, 2. So we're short. We have a 3, 5, 8. Great 8. Let's mark the point of 8. And that's going to be, it's going to pitch towards us on both dice, primary on the back side. Again, 6, 4, 6, 2 is what we're going to go with, cousin 2 set. Okay. We have the point of 8 marks. We're going to go 220 on the inside. We got some major recovery to do for today. It seems like every time I go to this level 4, the betting usually kind of backfires on me. Level 3 has been a pretty successful thing for me. And the funny thing is there's no real difference. It's just the bet amounts are a little bit more. Dice out. And 5, 2, 7. Wow. This is one hell of a day. We're 30 minutes into the program, and we are going to be going on shooter number 7 here. That was a 0.7 out. 6, 4, 6, 2, 5, 2, 7. So I apologize to everybody who's playing this, but this is transparency at its best right here. Terrible rolls today. We had what a 2, a 4, a 9, a 4, a 5, and a 2. Interesting. We're going to go continue on here. Cousin 2 set. 6, 4, 6, 2. 22 people playing at Crapsee, 23 people on YouTube watching, 17 likes. And I'm sure if I really look, there's going to be a bunch of thumbs down for the rolls today as well. But hey, it all counts the same. So they thought. We're going to take 1 board away, coach. 6, 5, Milio, pass lane winner, come out natural. So move down 1 board, not 2, 1 board. Good morning, Biff. This is the reality of craps, why people are skeptical of DC. 6, 4, 6, 2. Again, we're not doing any line bets. And we got dice out. You too, nerd. I don't have a great weekend. It's too cold of a table, he says. So he's taking a walk out in the hot, humid weather that he has in Michigan. Short on the lane zone, we have a 5-5 hard 10 to Old Bay bushel. That's the second Old Bay bushel we threw for the day. So again, we're looking for repeatability today, and something we have seen all week has been repeatability, but today not so much. And repeatability being the dice results, being the landing zones, being the energy, being the release, all those types of things that we're looking for. Again, we're going 220 on the inside. Oh, I didn't place my bets the last one, but I should have, but it didn't matter because it wouldn't have paid out anyhow for me. So all bet set. Dice out. Way short in that landing zone. Wow. Guys, I'm almost ready to hang her up for the day. 4-3. We're going to change these dice. We're going to change the dice set. I know we're doing cross sixes today, but we're going to change off of it. And let's get a little bit longer of a roll so we can get to recover our bankroll a little bit. We're going to switch over to the all 7 set. So hopefully you guys will see better results here. We have thrown a few. Actually, we're going to go to the hardware set. We're going to go 5-4-5-4. We saw a couple primary hits, so the all 7 set will not pan out today. So hopefully the hardware set, because we've seen very few, and knock on table, we've seen very few of any double pitches today. And double pitches is the bad thing for the hardware set. So let's go hardways, 5-4-5-4, all bet set. And dice out. And we're going to recover this way, I think. And we got magic aces, 1-1-2. So that's going to be one of the bookends. That is a pass land loser. Come out, loser. And it's also going to be a drift of the dice. We drift them left. So this is not a good shooting day for me. Good morning, John GT. Again, we'll call this all bet set. We're sticking with the hardware set. 5-4-5-4. It's out. Two, 4, 6. The Kevin the Carpenter 2-4. So let's mark the point of 6. And it's gonna be a single pitch of the dice. And again, we're going to go 220 on the inside. Now we changed the dice set around, so that's going to allow us to keep on betting. If I would have kept the same dice set, what I should do is go over to our cold table strategy, and I'll introduce the cold table strategy on the video. Hopefully that's coming on Sunday. Good morning, Fuzzy, and we got Mel checking in as well. 220 on the inside. Saw that Alfredo put out a video that he was in Joliet last weekend, and I was a little bit upset about that because I didn't know that he was going to be down there. I would have liked to think that he would have given me a call and said, "Hey Joe, I'm going to be down there if you want to come down." But it sounded like he was on a mission last week and trying to get comp points, get his level up on his card. Because I guess they had a 5 times multiplier last weekend. So dice out. And we got a 6-4-10. Waylon's best friend on that end, Daddy Joe. As for 1 dice off axis. It's also no help for us in our bets. If you're just joining in, it's been a pretty rough start here today. We've had some awesome rolls all week. And today, not so much. But we're changing things around a little bit. Hopefully we'll be able to do a massive recovery here. And we'll call it all bet set. 22 people on Crapsee, 29 people watching, 17 likes. Days out. 2-3-5, the Justice 5. Another single pitch of the dice. And now when that right die did not get all the way down to the end of the table, so they're going to say, sure, hit the back wall with both your dice. Yeah, I saw his report, Fuzzy. I guess it was not too good of a weekend, so I kind of made that comment after my first initial thought was, well, nobody called me, but Ben was down there, and Alfredo was down there, and I think Demon Dog was there, and Fuzzy was there, and everybody was there, but not Joe. But then I saw the report. I'm like, oh, maybe it was probably a good thing that Joe was not there. But we're going to go to $85 on that 5 and 9. So I'm guessing my bankroll or my rolls today is a representation of what happened last weekend for you guys. So all that's set. He's always there, says Fuzzy. And that he is. Unless there's work to be done. Days out. And we got a 5-5 hard 10 Old Bay bushel. So that is nothing. That pays us nothing. So that's a primary on top, by the way, on both dice. I was thinking that was a point, but it is not. Again, we're looking for inside numbers right now. Hell, I'm just looking for anything that extends the length of the roll. I am hitting the 10s today. That I am. 7 out of 34 rolls has been a 10. 7 out of the 34 has been an 8 as well. So the 8s and 10s are the hot numbers today. And we kind of ventured off the 8s a little bit. Set. We were doing 8s for a while. Now we kind of migrate over to the 10s. Face out. Oh, the right one jumped up and over. And we're going to get a sister number now. 422 with a hard fuzzy 4. Or 22 is going to cruise with Brian from Holy Roller. So that's the hard fuzzy 4. And again, that's no help for us. We're on the inside here. Them are hard ways. Hard ways are hitting with this hard way set. That was a primary on the bottom side, by the way. And we got Jen. I did save huge money by not going the way it sounds, but yeah, we'll go all bet set. I wouldn't have lost that much anyhow because I didn't have a lot to bring. Most of my money in my bankroll I'm saving for the Vegas trip in October. So my casino trips have been very limited as of late. And we have a 426, Kevin the Carpenter 2x4. And that is a winner 6. Again, that's going to be a single pitch of the dice. So we're coming out looking for a new point. And we're going to pressure the 6 and 9 up to 96 right away. And then we'll turn our bets off. And we'll call it all bets set here. Looking for a new point. Just saw a flash of light out of the corner of my eye. It was kind of a weird thing. I was silent there for a second, trying to figure out what the hell that is. Okay. So Jerry's calling for the 3 craps. So we can hit the small. Dice out. And we have a 2, 6, 8. So let's mark the point of 8, the Duracell 8. So we're pressed up on all of our inside numbers. We need one inside hit and we'll be out of the shooter with a little bit of profit on this shooter at least. We are down significantly for the day on our bankroll though. 10s were hitting last night, said Craig. So all bets set. I saw 23 people playing on Crapsee. Here we go. Inside numbers, let's see them. A little short in the landing zone. We have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So that is a Buckeye buckshot. That's for your primer on the front side there, and that's gonna be enough to get out of the shooter, and we'll make a little bit of money back as well. We have $252 brought back to the rack. We're gonna once you get a new point established, we're gonna bring all of our bets down. We'll go 160 across, and we'll start trend betting up from there. So we made the right call in changing our dice sets around a little bit. Yeah, Fuzzy, I actually like going to the Hollywood a lot better than playing at the Harrah's. I just like the atmosphere. I like the tables better, especially when you come down the escalator. The table on the right side is my favorite. The one on the left side, not so much. Now it's a little bit bouncier, but let's go all bet set. We're looking for a new point. If we hit that 3, that'll be the small for those of you who are playing the ATS. And we did not. We got a 628 though. The Duracell 8. Go with support free live content. And thumbs up. You guys know the drill. And I will add in subscribe if you haven't subscribed already to myself and all the other people out there that provide hopefully what I consider quality content. So we're going to pull our bets down. We're going to go 160 across. That's awesome. That right table, like I said, is the good one. And you stick right 1. That's even better. But then again, you got long arms and legs, so it doesn't matter what part of the table on. You could pretty much reach across halfway across the table from the end if you wanted to, Fuzzy. So not me, the short, stubby guy. We got all that set here. They saw we're gonna start shred betting now. 252 brought back, 160 at a table. They saw. Nice land on top of each other and split apart. We got lucky. We had a 6-5 Minmo-Yo. And that is Cheerio coming to us from above. So that should not be a normal result on this dice set. Like I said, they kind of land on top of each other and split. And all we need is that 9 and 12 for the tall, 3 for the small. And let's go all bet set here. Dice out. And we had a 3-2-5, Justice 5. It was kind of bounced off the back wall a little bit weird. So changing to this hardware set was the right call for the day. And we're going to pressure that 5 up $35. Bring a little bit back to the rack and put a little bit back on the table. I took everything off the table, we would still be down roughly $700 for the day. Wow. So that's a little bit hard to stomach, but we'll go all bet set here. And hopefully we'll get that money back here with a nice, real nice long roll. So a little bit long on that. We have midnight. Wow. OMC craps, all the dots, all the spots. And all we need to do is throw that 9 and then we'll hit the tall. So we're 2 numbers away from hitting them all. That shows about how random the dice throws are today. Although we have been targeting the 8 and 10 today, somewhat. So let's go all bet set and dice out. And we got a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Raps Master Journey or Wisconsin, depends on who you are and who's saying it. So we're going to pressure that 4 up to $50. Again, bring a little bit back, put a little bit on the table. 336 brought back, 195 on the table. And all bets set. Dice out. And we have a 4-5 hard 9 Big Daddy Mac. And is that going to be? I think that's going to be the tall, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see. And that would be the tall. Let's light up half that screen green. That is awesome. Single pitch of the dice. So for those of you playing the ATS, that is 1/2 of what you're looking for. So all we need to do is get a little bit of sauce, and that will help pay that out, the ATS, for you guys, and do a little bit of recovery here. So we're going to go to $35 on that 9. And we'll call that all bets set here. It's out. Dice split apart when I left my fingers just a little bit. Damn it. 5-7. Jen, I bet you turned her bets off, so she got saved. The rest of us did not. Damn it. Well, we at least turned it around a little bit on the roll. Let's give it another shot again. See if we can get a little bit more recovery. So we are at 1512 for our bankroll. So we're down exactly $802. So, yeah, Jen was turned off on her bets because she'll do that. The craps numbers or hit part of the ATS or any kind of little weird thing, she'll turn the bets off for 2. So anyhow, let's do this one. So I'm going to stick with the hardware set. I'm going to go up for the ATS for once. 555 on the ATS for me. And let's do this one. No, we're going to go 10, 5, 10 for the ATS for me. That's $25. And we're going to go $5 on any crap. So let's go $30 on the pass line. That should cover everything. So we'll call it all bet set. So I'm actually playing a line now, line bet. So we have 10, 5, 10 on the ATS, $5 any craps, and a $30 pass line bet. That's out. Sticking with that hardware set. And 5-7 on the come out. Wow. Double pitch. So that's 2 double pitches in a row. That's fine because we covered ourselves on that pass line with that pass line. So we're actually to profit $5 on that. We'll play that come out game here now. So again, like I said, actually I broke even on that. So we're going to repeat our bets. I was thinking for some reason I had a $5 profit, but I didn't. We broke even. And I'm fine with that. So we're going to again go 10, 5, 10, $5 craps check, $30 pass line bet. All bets set. That was a pass line winner, natural. Double pitch of the dice. Dice stay cross on us. We have magic aces, 1-1-2. So that's going to be a pass line loser. But that craps check will pay out. And that's going to be one side of the ATS. One bookend at least. So we'll get that all the way. And again, we're going to go $30 on that pass line. And let's hop the reds a dollar piece. They were up the wrong ones. Where are they? There they are. Okay. So we'll call them bet set. Dice out. 5-4, 5-4. Still looking for a point. And we got a 6-2-8, the Duracell 8, so it's marked the point of 8. That's for one dice off axis. Where's the hardware set? So we'll go 220 on the inside. And it's gonna be $50 on the 5 and 9, 60 on that 6, and let's go $30 in pass line odds. So that way we have, damn it, I hate that when that happens. I put an extra $5 on the pass line. So we put $30 in odds. And I added an extra $5 to the pass line. So we actually got $250 on the table with the ATS bet. We'll go all bets set here. Dice out. 5-4, 5-4. Short in the landing zone, 2-5-7. I think we're going to put myself, take the misery out of it, and we're going to probably end it here for the day. It's been a terrible, terrible, terrible day. Took a huge hit on the bankroll. Again, like I said, if this is a real life situation, I would have left the table a long time ago. We actually lost, what are we at? We're at 15. Oh, that was not a, I'm sorry. That was a come on. No. Oh, what's wrong here with Crapsee? I put in a 2-6. Darn it. It was supposed to be a 2-5. Everyone, I put a 2-4. I'm going to put in a 2-5, and we're going to call that quits then for the day. So that way everything's all set up the way it is. So I apologize for that. Good morning, Duracell. So we got 2-5. Yeah, and that's one of the bad things about Crapsee. I can't go back and change that at all. But let's look at our statistics for the day, embarrassing as it is. We had 9 shooters. We had 2 decent shooters. The rest of them pretty much sucked. We did not throw any 3s today. The hot numbers were obviously at 7, the 8, and the 10, followed by the 11 as well. SOR sucked today at 5.4. We had a 4.9 SRR. 1.7 box numbers and inside numbers are a little less than expected. 4s and 10s were high today. Come out 7s were low. Horns are low. Fields are low. Hardways are actually a little bit high today. Looking at our black belt statistics through the end of, oops, that's the wrong screen there. What am I doing here? Let's minimize this so I can get to the right screen. There we go. This is our black belt raw statistics. And this is through the end of yesterday. We had 4,148 throws. We have an SOR of 9.69, an SRR of 6.72, and a BSR of 6.75. So let me pop up my screen again so I can make sure that I am going to get to the right thing here so I'm not pushing the wrong buttons. But anyway, guys, I hope that everybody has a great weekend. I hope that you are safe. And Jen says she's glad she missed most of the morning. I agree with that. David's only down $20. Waylon still made a few grand. Yeah, I lost quite a bit. And I got a tip here from, I didn't see who, from Marty. Okay, thank you. 10 coins there on the Crapsee side of things. And by the way, guys, you can tip the coins on Crapsee, and that'll go right to me, and I get a certain percentage. And we got 100 from Jen. Justice, Jen, thank you very much, everyone. Very much appreciated. But anyhow, hey, I will see everybody back on Monday. And hopefully, like I said, you guys all have a great weekend. My name is Joe. This is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Be safe and be prosperous, everyone. See you Monday.